Once upon a time, there was a boy who was actually a very powerful sorcerer. The sorcerer was both feared and respected by all of the knights, kings, duchesses, and monsters throughout the entire kingdom. The peasants would watch in awe and glee at his arcana. One time, he felled a giant in a single hit with just the flick of his wrist. Another time, he banished a witch directly to hell. He also had the ability to magically send mail to anyone in the entire kingdom. For his valiance, the sorcerer was invited to the castle by the queen for a commemorative dinner. Because he enjoyed the pageantry, he wanted to show respect, and he had a very sizable ego. The sorcerer graciously accepted the offer. A night of raucous joy ensued. Goblets of wine were lifted into the air, and duels took place for entertainment. But things soon took a turn for the worst. As one man so allegorically said, no one man should have all that power. And by complete accident, while drunk on wine, the sorcerer snapped his fingers and laid waste to everyone in the hall. The sorcerer was shocked and scared at what he was capable of. He didn't know that the power could get out of his hands. Knowing only fear, he fled the kingdom, and he entered a life of solitude. He began to walk quietly alone. He walked so long that his shoes ripped open and his feet began to bleed. He walked and walked and walked until he came across a mountain. And so he began to climb, and climb, and climb, and climb, until he reached the top. And at the top of the mountain, he found exactly what he was looking for. A giant, fire-breathing dragon. The sorcerer spoke to the dragon. Dragon, I need your help.
What dare you ask of me, immortal?
My magic has hurt a lot of people. I need you to make sure I never use it again. I want you to follow me around, and if I ever cast a spell, I want you to eat me whole.
You want me to eat you whole?
If I cast magic, yes.
Sounds like a deal.
And if I ever tell you I've changed my mind, I want you to not believe me. No matter what I say, do not let me cast magic.
Never.
And the sorcerer went back down the mountain and climbed into a cave. And there the sorcerer sat. He pondered everything he had ever done wrong. He thought about the violence he'd committed, and all the attention he had drawn to himself. He thought about what he had done to the royal family, and how nobody would ever forgive him. He thought about how it was likely, not known, but incredibly likely, that nobody truly liked him, but instead just wanted to use some of the magic for their own, to view it like a show. He felt betrayed by everyone he had ever known, especially himself. So for the last time, in a long time, he wept. He missed the magic. So he returned to bargain with the dragon. I changed my mind.
Nope.
What?
You told me, no matter what, to follow you and stop you. I want to eat you. The deal is still on.
But I changed my mind.
You told me, if you change your mind, it doesn't matter.
But I changed my mind on that.
I don't care. There's nothing you can do.
No.
Be afraid.
No! Dejected and terrified, the sorcerer walked back down the mountain. Once again, he had lost control of his life. With nothing left to lose, the sorcerer decided to return to the kingdom and face the music. And things were strange. Everyone seemed miserable. More miserable than before. Something about the place had changed, or possibly revealed itself to be less like a community and more like a prison.
Hey, fuck you,
fuck you, man.
fuck
Suck
you,
my
fuck
dick,
you,
man.
bitch.
Man, fuck you, man. Shut
Man,
up, man.
fuck you,
Fuck you. I'll
fuck you.
kick your ass, man.
Shut my
Fuck
dick.
you.
Hey, what are you guys fighting about?
Nothing. Our lives are just terrible. We've got nothing better to do.
Oh.
Mush! Move, you squabble! Those sticks aren't going to pick themselves up!
Holy shit, it's you! You're the guy! Do the thing!
The
The sorcerer felt the breath of the dragon on his back.
Dude, fuck you. What do you think? I'm some sort of performing animal? Get the fuck out of here.
Eventually, he found a true prisoner. A prisoner who seemed to have a different outlook than everyone else.
Bro, shit sucks, don't it?
Has it always been like this?
Yup.
I swear before it was.
Nope.
How didn't I know?
When they don't want you to know about the horrors, they'll do everything in their power to hide it from you. Hell, I'm sure none of the lords like it either. I almost feel bad for them. Almost.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm on the last year of my sentence. I'll live. But you're only starting. You gotta get out of here, man. Hurt people hurt people. And I tell you, everyone here is hurt.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck.
The sorcerer continued on through the town, and no matter where he went and who he saw, he couldn't shake the feeling of the dragon behind him. So he went to a place where he could hide.
Are you lost, my child? Kind of. I'm trying to hide from a dragon. Do you need a place to stay? Yes, please. Here, let me get you some tea. Now, how did you find yourself at the wrong end of a dragon? It was my own fault. I told him to, but I changed my mind. I didn't want to live in fear, and somehow that made me even more scared. That sounds like a very heavy burden. I think I just ruined my own life. I'm just bad. Would you like to hear what I think? Okay. We're all pretty bad. Everyone does terrible things. That doesn't make those things okay, far from it, but what it means is when it does happen, we know we're all redeemable. Nobody is beyond forgiveness and love. Nobody. I don't know how to stop a dragon from chasing you, but the one person who's stopping you is you. By not forgiving yourself. Maybe. Good night.
But the sorcerer couldn't sleep. He looked into the past and saw his own blindness. He had known only lies of his home. No place was safe. Everyone who was supposed to take care of him had taken advantage of him. No.
You got the power to let power go? Apparently not.
Pestilent, ungrateful, cowardly child. All you know is fear. All you ever do is run from your problems. I'm coming for you.
The sorcerer did the only thing he knew how to do. He ran away. But before he left, he made one last attempt to rid the world of the dragon and to get even at the kingdom. The sorcerer, for the first time in over a year, cast a spell. He created an earthquake so powerful that walls of the kingdom began to shake. The earthquake was so powerful that the lords and lordesses shed tears of awe. And for the first time in the history of the kingdom, something beautiful happened. But it was not enough. The dragon, now insatiable and voraciously ready to uphold his side of the bargain, began hunting the sorcerer. But the sorcerer was long gone. He knew he didn't have forever. He scootered until he had arrived in a field in the middle of the night. Through the twilight, there were 3 figures having a picnic. A princess, a princeps, and a boxer. They sat quietly and transcendentally in the tranquil twilight.
May I sit?
I suppose. It's very beautiful out.
Beauty does not exist from the purity of these relations of human to human connections.
Well, it's beautiful to me, perhaps. You don't think it's possible?
I don't think it matters. Not even in a dream. I dream a mare before I sleep.
How can you tell? How can't you? I tire of this. None of it is even real.
Even more weeping than before. And every mistake weighs heavier than the last. Excuse my worry. the end might work.
Confused, the boxer spoke up.
Have you ever listened to Soy Peor by Bad Bunny?
No.
You should listen to it. I think you'd like it.
Some time passed, and the sun began to rise. The four knew it was time to part ways, and without goodbyes or need for any communication, they all went in their separate directions. The sorcerer returned to his razor scooter. He knew, now more than ever, that this was the time to take control of his life. He would no longer be ruled by fear nor by the memory of a dead kingdom. So as he skated, he hatched a plan until he arrived at a place where he knew he could find help. Yale University. The sorcerer found the smartest artists, scientists, thinkers, and planners at Yale until he had built a perfect team that could perfectly execute his plan to kill the dragon. The sorcerer, whose magic powers brought whimsy and hope to the darkness. The chemist, whose vast intellect and keen attention to detail caused pure and extraordinary creation. The painter, whose loving empathy and creative spirit allowed anyone around him to feel safer and at peace. The businessman, whose ruthless, numerical, and financial genius expertly expanded the standards of success. And the coder, who had the power to automate and explain anything. From lightning to quantum physics, he was a master of knowledge. The five savants gathered their ingredients and laid out their plan to destroy the dragon. And at the center of it was one glaring weakness of the creature that the businessman had discovered. If they could make a salsa hotter than any there had ever been, they could feed it to the dragon, and his fiery breath would explode him from the inside out. So the five Yale geniuses gathered their ingredients and began to concoct the hottest salsa ever made. Operation Codename My Salsa. And with that, the spiciest salsa ever, with a Scoville level of 20 million, was made. I want to thank you all for your help creating the salsa. I'll never forget any of you.
Good luck. See you soon.
Penguin Monday forever.
Never forget the fondle. Love you, Bingus. Knock 'em dead. Good luck. The sorcerer got back on his scooter and returned to where it all started. He went back down the mountains, back through the forest, and back to the castle.
Have you come to face your destiny?
In a way.
You cast a spell here. Now I will devour you until the end of time.
We'll see about that. Go ahead. Eat me.
What? A sorcerer of your stature is too scared to fight back?
Yeah. You won, dragon. Devour me.
What?
I have nothing left to live for. The only people I cared for were destroyed with magic, and those people didn't care for me back. The place that was once my home was nothing more than a prison holding me captive. They only ever saw me as a dancing monkey. In an attempt to save myself, I moronically employed you to keep me in check, and now I've been on the run for 1.5 years. All I know is loneliness and fear. I'm tired of running. Go ahead. Eat me.
Pathetic, vile, idiotic human. You don't think I can smell ruse from 1,000,000 miles away? Dragons are renowned for their intellect And you believe you can trick me with a scheme this narrow-minded, this elementary, this vacuous? Clearly, you are attempting to goad me into overstepping. Clearly, the being in front of me is a decoy or an illusion set to destroy me from the inside out. But no, it's not going to work. And you are just a puny, blabbering, helpless, mortal man!
No!
Prepare to die.
5 days earlier.
The one thing that is known about dragons is their intelligence and their narcissism.
But how can we take advantage of that? Maybe like a double fake out?
I bet I could make a body double of him and cover it in salsa.
You think you can sell that? Yeah, I can sell it.
What is it? Oh, fuck! Fuck! Ah!
And with the power of a few friends and the spiciest salsa ever made, the sorcerer was victorious in his battle against the dragon. But while his story may seem glorious, know this: even years after the beast was defeated, the sorcerer would sometimes still look behind him and see the dragon waiting, looming over, wanting to strike. Thanks for watching. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Da-na-na, draw the circle, draw the circle.